Des Moines Public Schools voted to no longer have student resource officers in their schools. So, of course, Khalil, as we know, student resource officers are those uniformed Des Moines police officers. They were called in to handle conflict. But Khalil, you explained this morning that they've implemented a new system. They're replacing the SROs, but they still want to solve the problems that come up every day. So talk to us about what the new program is and how they're making changes.
Right, that's so good morning, Sabrina. So the new program that they are trying to implement is like a 3-tier system. And it's with the hopes that they solve problems that happen at school and build a peaceful environment. And they hope this cuts off the use of law enforcement. In April of 2020, the Des Moines Public Schools voted to suspend a student resource officer's contract. In the spring semester of last school year, DMPS voted to remove the contract fully.
What we saw was just disproportionality and an overuse of law enforcement with our students, specifically students of color.
Jake Troja, the director of school climate in DMPS, says the overuse of law enforcement was something the district no longer wanted. In place of the uniformed officers, there are now 3 different positions. So here's what they are. Restoration safety coordinators, they look at a campus and make sure a system is in place. Campus monitors, they make sure plans go through. And restoration facilitators, that's going to be staffed from the community group Urban Dreams.
We are just the part that comes in and does the facilitation through the coordinators in the Des Moines Public Schools.
And Isaiah Knox, the executive director for Urban Dreams, says restoration facilitators will be in DMPS's 5 high schools, meant to help students solve their problems before things get out of hand.
We have people from the community doing the work that are culturally competent, that look like them, that understand them, that have grown up here or in similar situations.
And 2 of the facilitators are Ahmed Musa and Michael Madlock. Musa says as a facilitator, his door is always open like it was for a student this week.
Instead of fighting, let's address the situation in a way that's restorative, where you can still express your feelings, but in a manner that's still respectful, and then you can go about your day. And that's what we did. We spent like 30 minutes. Like, she went from saying like, oh, next time I see you, I'm gonna fight you, to I didn't like what you did, it was rude, so please don't do that again.
And though SROs are no longer on campus, police will still be called to the school when a law gets violated, and police will still be present at school events, but in an off-duty capacity.
And that's mostly because those events are involving more than just students. We're talking about the whole community on campus at that point in time.
And I asked for clarification on the types of events that the off-duty officers will be present at. So I know they will be at things like football games, but I was told that the events depend on different factors and the size of them.
Could go as far as seeing them at track and field events if they are those larger ones,
yes.
Right? Yeah. So here's my question for you, Khalil. How much is it going to cost the school district to have this Urban Dreams contract, and how does that compare to how much the SRO contract was?
So Jake Troja says for the Urban Dream contract, that's about $150,000 per year, and that's with the 5 employees, each employee in one of the 5 high schools. And then the SRO program, for the past 10 years, it's cost annually about $750,000 to $1 million, so between there.
Okay, so more than $600,000 in savings for changing the type of program as well.
Yes.